Hello. Oops. Hi, Nisa. How are you? How is everyone doing? Thank you. I'm doing good. Hey, everyone. Thanks for coming in today. I literally never get on live, ever. So I told myself 2019, I'm going to do my best to jump on live more often and have little chit chats with you guys. So what I want everyone to do who is in this room, I want you guys to just throw out the name of your business if you have one. Because at the end of this little live session, I do want to go back and view some of your Instagrams, or if you guys have a website or anything like that. So definitely go ahead and tag that in. We've got Love Beauty Hair, Slim Styles. We've got Florida in the chat room. MW Hair. If you guys see me looking in this direction, it's because I have my laptop pulled up too, because the comments just disappear so quickly on my phone. We've got Connecticut in here, Florida. You guys are from all over. So I hope you guys are part of my Facebook group, The Bag. So you guys can potentially meet other business besties in your area and link up and network and all of that good stuff. We've got, is it Jamie Adore Collection? Awesome. So what I want you guys to do, I want you, Jamaica. Oh, wow, nice. I want to, my goal tonight is to answer as many business related questions for you guys, because my DMs and my emails are flooded with questions, and it's impossible for me to literally go through each and every question thoroughly. So I do want you guys to go ahead and ask some questions that you have regarding business, or something that you feel as though can help you in your business, or even help the next person in the chat room as far as starting up a business, sales, all of that stuff. How is business going? You guys, I am turning into a giant. My belly is getting so big. I'm growing like crazy. I'm tired all the time. I might sound a little winded from time to time, so bear with me. So do you have to pay Instagram models to wear your hair? Yes, most of the times. Okay, let's be honest. We live in a day and age where no one does anything for free. Legit, no one does. So yes, 9 times out of 10, unless you have like a serious connection or connect with someone, you will 9 times out of 10 have to pay for someone to promote your page on Instagram. A lot of the times it's not crazy expensive, but it usually does come with a nice little price on it, especially depending if you're working with someone with a very large audience. Their prices can get a little steep, but you do have those pages that have like 30K, 40K, 50K, 60K that are very budget friendly. But you just have to kind of like do your research to figure out who's worth the money, you know? Okay, let's see, where did I leave off? Do I suggest starting with the DBA for a cosmetic line in the beginning? I do. I definitely recommend starting with a DBA in general. And the reason I say that is because, for one, a DBA is more expensive than an LLC would be. even though you want to eventually build up to an LLC. But for one, if budget is low, as long as you get your business registered, I definitely do recommend a DBA. For one, it's protected, all of that good stuff. So you don't have to worry about that. But of course, like your personal assets and all that stuff is kind of intertwined into one bucket basically. But as long as you get it registered, that's all that matters. So if you have to start with the DBA, there is nothing wrong with that. But eventually, once your brand starts to grow tremendously, that's when I do recommend just go ahead and get that LLC out the way in case anyone is targeting your business or you're getting super consistent sales, that you may feel someone may be after you or want to sue you for something. How to find promotion pages, or gain followers to actually purchase. So if you guys don't know, I prefer YouTube, but I prefer Instagram more so than Facebook. So on Facebook, if you legit search in the search engine promo, you will get tons of promo options that'll or people who do paid promo. It'll pop up for you guys, and it is your mission and your job to literally search through every single one of those to see if they have the same demographics that you're looking for, the same audience retention. You want to make sure they're getting real likes. You want to make sure their followers are real and not robots or anything like that, just to make sure you're going to get the most out of your book. And then you can promote with them. Now, another way you can promote on Instagram, of course, is through Instagram directly. So that's always an option you can do. And if you are going to promote through Instagram directly, just make sure that you are putting your correct demographics in the fields that they provide for you, okay? Hold on. I don't want to miss any comments. Oh, and you also asked, how do you turn your wait. I'm assuming that question is, how do you get followers and turn them into customers? So there's a few ways you can do that. You can do the sales funnel. And if you guys aren't familiar on the sales funnel, I do have a video on the sales funnel that you guys can go back and watch in case you really want a thorough explanation of the sales funnel. But you can have a sales funnel that can lead people to a sale. Another way you can consistently get sales is, of course, utilizing hashtags. A lot of people sleep on hashtags. When I tell you, so many people have found me through hashtags, it's ridiculous. And then I was able to convert those people to customers by having them sign up to my mailing list, and sending out emails regularly, posting regularly, things like that. So the more consistent you are and the more you stay in your potential customer's face or your prospect's face, the more they see you, the more they're going to build a little bit of trust with your business and potentially spend money with you. Teresa, you said you're having a hard time finding vendors. That is, you're gonna have a difficult time forever finding a vendor. Once you find a vendor, it's a never-ending cycle, because once you find a vendor, it's time to find an even better vendor. So you're gonna be, if you have a business, you're gonna be on a vendor hunt forever, basically, because there's always something bigger and better out there. But some advice I would say as far as finding vendors is to search them. You want to look for key things. You want them to be easily, you want to be able to communicate with them. You can find vendors on Instagram. Instagram is my niche, basically. And I utilize Instagram for everything. So of course, if you go to Instagram hashtag option and type in whatever vendor you're looking for, whether it's a Chinese vendor, Brazilian hair vendor, if you're looking for raw hair vendors, Burmese vendors, things like that, go ahead and search that, and I can guarantee you tons of vendors would pop up. But then of course it's your job to then go through everything and go through all of these vendors pages to make sure that's a vendor that you legit want to settle on. Vendors are hard to come by, especially a really good vendor, okay? But just continue to do your research and do not give up. Nisa, she said, so you're looking for marketing to any good marketing tools? Yes, you have a free marketing tool at the palm of your phone, and that is Instagram. Instagram is a marketing tool. You guys have to use it. Facebook is a marketing tool. Use it. These are free tools out there for you guys to use. You guys just have to learn the best way for you and your business to grow using them. So some ways that you can market your business to get that out there even more is through things like giveaways. And I've spoken on giveaways, having photo shoots, things like that. You want to bring as much individuality to your brand as possible, and by posting on Instagram daily is going to get those people, is going to get people or get additional traffic to your business. And then of course on platforms you have bios. That's when you then go ahead and input your websites into your bios. You have maybe a link tree in your bios where you can connect different landing pages on there. You have to utilize those gadgets that you already have. But of course, when it comes to marketing, you could partner up with a marketing agency. When it comes to marketing, like I said, you can do the normal footwork. You can literally do footwork as far as going to malls. You can go to nail shops. You can ask for reshares. Asking is not a bad thing when you are a business owner, especially in the beginning, because you don't have many reviews out there. A lot of people don't really know about your brand, things like that. So it's important for you to ask people to reshare things. A lot of the times when you open your business and things like that, a lot of the people who will rock your hair is your family members. Ask them if they genuinely like your product. Ask them to make genuine reviews on, you create a Yelp page. Ask them to put it on Yelp. Ask them to put it on your business Facebook page, things like that. And just tell them to be honest with you, honest about your product and things like that. And those are free ways of marketing. But of course, you can go the paid route as well. How long do I suggest using dropship? When it comes to dropshipping is not for everyone. Dropshipping is, in my opinion, it is for those who aren't where they exactly want to be, but is using dropshipping as a stepping stone to get to where they want to be, or for those who want to have a business but literally do not want to do any of the behind the scene as far as fulfilling your orders. And so like I said, the answer was, how long do I suggest using drop shipping? I'm sorry. It all depends. But I would say try not to stick on a drop shipping program for over a year. And the reason I say that is because when you deal with third-party programs and things like that, your business takes a certain cut due to the fact that you're dealing with double the price structure, if that makes sense. Like for instance, Allure 96. Allure 96 has a dropship program, of course. And I have a manufacturer. I have manufacturer prices, but on top of that, I have my own prices. And when it comes down to a dropshipping client, you're paying a little bit more for a product than just going to the direct source and paying for it. So ultimately, the longer you stay on a dropship program, you're kind of cutting your profit. So I definitely recommend, if you have to join a dropship program, do it. They're out there for to help you. But I would say don't solely, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't solely stay on one. Don't stay on one longer than you need to. Use it as a stepping stone to get to exactly where you need to be for your business. Just Marilena, I think that's how you say it. She asks, is it worth promoting on Facebook or IG or both? Both. These are two free platforms for you guys to utilize and for you guys to use, so don't sleep on either one of them. Honestly, I'm not on every single free platform, but I have definitely decided that this year that is what I'm going to do. So even like LinkedIn, I'm going to have a LinkedIn very soon, a Pinterest, things like that. You legit want to be on every single platform. But if it was my opinion, I personally prefer Instagram, just due to the fact that Instagram, you get a larger audience. You get, Instagram has a broader reach than a lot of platforms. And if you guys have read my Instagram promo marketing on Instagram book, you guys would know as depth as numbers as what am I saying? How do I say that? You guys will know numbers, how much Instagram is more advanced than different other platforms out there. And something that I did just see pop up yesterday, I will leave this video up in case you guys need to come back to it as far as a replay go as well, for the person who just asked that. But I personally prefer Instagram, but Instagram and Facebook are a must. You need to use those two because they have tons of a large audience reach on those both platforms. Thank you. That's Kika. Charlene, she basically said, I recently brought the bundle for starting a business where I gave away four vendors' information in that course. The list of vendors you're selling, are they the same vendors from the bundle videos? No. Those are separate vendors, depending on which videos you're talking about. One of my webinars, I was giving away a raw hair vendor, a wig vendor, and just a Chinese vendor. So each product that I put out there where I am selling a vendor's list, I'm never going to repeat them for you guys, just because I know many people buy multiple series of my products. So I definitely don't want to just throw out the same information out there for you guys. So they are different for those who are curious. And I'm just reading through some comments. Hold on one second, guys. Is YouTube good for marketing? Do you guys want to know the truth? YouTube is a great source of marketing. I legit would recommend every business owner to have a YouTube channel. Granted, you don't have to do it for the purpose that I do it, because I own a company, and then of course I have started a strategist company as well, where I give information back. But like I said, you don't have to do it that route, but I do recommend having a YouTube channel, whether you are just showing your product off, whether you're doing more so like a vlog style thing where you're showing more so behind the scenes stuff of your business and all that good stuff. But I do recommend having a YouTube. It is very beneficial. You get a large reach if you market your YouTube the correct way. So yes, YouTube is a must. Any free platform is a must, but YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, those are top hitters as far as like getting your business out there. Studio, you asked if I am just starting a business Instagram, can I get photos off of Google to get started? I don't have the income right now for a photo shoot. Yes. Now, I'm going to explain that, because yes, you can utilize images. If you guys are familiar with certain apps like, or even their web browsers, Shutterstock, Pexel, things like that, those are websites that have royalty-free images. So I would suggest, let's say you do not have pictures to post on your website. There are services out there that you can use for royalty-free images, which are basically non-copyright images. I would not recommend you just go on Google and search beautiful black girl in long hair. Like that you can get in trouble for that, and someone can potentially sue you for that if that comes up, or they can knock you for copyright. But use those royalty-free apps and post images if you have to. Now you can also post stock images. I'm not a huge fan of stock images, just because I personally feel like it limits the brand's credibility. But if you have professional looking pictures, you're going to bring a lot more credibility to your brand. And just imagine, you have to look at your business as your customer would look at your business. If I would not spend money on my own website. 9 times out of 10, when a customer comes to your website, they're going to think the exact same thing. So you definitely want to make sure your pictures are high resolution. If everyone has a Samsung or a newer iPhone currently, and the camera quality on these phones are amazing. Well, the back camera, at least, not so much the front, but the back cameras are amazing. Take your own images of your product. If you are rocking lash, if you have a lash company, you can take those pictures yourself and then post them on your website. So what I will say is use Google Images and royalty-free images as a last resort type of thing, but it can be doable. How do I feel about PayPal business? I'm assuming you mean just, of course, doing business on PayPal. Me and PayPal have had our ups and downs, but there are some perks about PayPal. PayPal is an okay payment processor. In my opinion, it's better than the ones that I have tried, similar to like Stripe, the Cash App, things like that. So I would say PayPal is my top favorite, I guess, as far as those payment processors go, just due to the fact that they have a customer service number. If issues do happen, you can easily reach them. If something happens with your funds, PayPal is very on top of things as far as giving you a clear explanation to why certain things are happening, why certain disputes are open, and you know, they're a little more easygoing than some of the other payment processors. But depending on your business, it can hinder you in certain ways. So I would just say continue to do your research with them, but just know I utilize PayPal. PayPal is okay, but there are certain things that I'm just not a huge fan of. Jasmine, out of LLC, S corp, or just trademark, I recommend an LLC. LLC is what you eventually want to get to. You can start with the DBA, but I do recommend eventually getting your brand to an LLC. What is a good budget to start your hair company that's not too expensive? I would personally say, as far as getting everything done, everything, as far as getting your branding, as far as getting your logo, website, all of that good stuff, a good price, in my opinion, would at least be $800 to $1,000 to get every single thing taken care of. Now, if a lot of you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys know that I literally started my business with a little shy of $500. It was around $500, but it was just a little shy of that. And I'm totally fine now. So like, you can literally start your business with a very low budget and just work with what you have at that point. And then once you do make little money here and there, then you just keep building and keep building and keep building and keep building. But if you want to have everything completed by launch date, you want it to have a photo shoot by then, you want it, your branding done, you want a little bit of marketing and promotion out there, I definitely do say $800 to $1,000 would kind of get your foot in the door as far as starting a business on a budget-friendly budget, if that makes sense. Nisa, she basically said she had a contest on her website. For her website with giveaway gifts. And she basically gave away some bundles in natural blend hair growth oils. So Nisa, let us know how that went for you. Bobo 6 asked, am I into cryptocurrency or do I not mess with it? I'm gonna be very honest with you. I'm not I'm not too hip when it comes to cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin and things like that. But who knows? Who knows what the future holds if that's something that I would eventually tap into. But right now, I don't really bother with any of that. It says, that's Kita. She asked, when starting out small, should I sell more than one product when I launch, or should I focus on one product until a following is gained? Example, she said, selling lip glosses and lipstick at once. I recommend focusing on one thing at a time. And the reason I say that is because you have to master that one thing to achieve the next. So with that being said, focus on one thing. If you're selling hair, focus on selling hair. If you're selling lip glosses and cosmetic, focus on selling lip glosses and cosmetic. Because yes, when you are selling online and you are, you have an online business and things like that, you're going to follow the same ropes no matter what online business you have. Because a lot of the time to get sales, it's the same, it's the same gist basically. But focusing on one specific thing will help you master that quicker and efficiently versus trying to focus on several different things. And like, let's say you're focusing on 3 things at once. 9 times out of 10, all 3 of those things are not going to have all of your attention at one particular point. So you definitely, like I said, want to split it up. Give one particular thing all of your focus, and then once you feel as though you've mastered that, then move on to the next thing. There will be a replay. Yes. Chelsea Ray asked, when is your birthday? My birthday is March 11th, 1996. So this year I will be 23 years old. Denisha said, I just emailed you. Awesome. Emails. I am sorting through emails now, so if you emailed me tonight, you should have a response by tomorrow. And then if not tomorrow, by Monday, because I don't answer any emails on Sunday. What payment provider do you use? Stripe no longer accepts hair businesses. And that's what Jay Leo said. I use PayPal and Stripe. I personally have not heard about Stripe no longer accepting hair businesses. Because of course I have my hair business linked up to Stripe as well. But I personally use both. They work fine for me. Both of them I have my doubts about, but for the most part they work fine. Can we do wholesale through your company? Yes, if you guys are interested in any wholesale, any drop shipping, you want to go to allure96.com. If you go to the website is structured very beautifully. I've definitely taken my time on the layout of allure96.com to help you guys easily navigate it. Like I said, if you're interested in wholesale, there is a wholesale option that explains wholesale, and there's a dropship membership page that explains our drop shipping page and our program and all of that good stuff. So yes, that is a yes. What Monster T, she asked, what is your thoughts on sending out free products? Or do you prefer to just pay for promo from the influencers? Now, I have done both. So my thoughts on sending out free products. I hate it. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I hate it so much. And the reason I hate it is because no one does what they're told to do or expected to do, in my opinion. Or rather, how do I say this? People don't do your expectations of your work and your business. As a business owner, as a mother, as anything, you have expectations how you want your business ran, how you want your baby taken care of, all of that stuff. So when you're sending out these free products, you're not just sending out free stuff just so people can just have your free stuff. You're sending out free stuff because you want them to either post it, you want them to somehow tell their followers about it to then increase your business. So my take on that is, if you are going to send out anything free to whomever you send it out to, do your research on them first. Make sure that they can fulfill your requirements basically, or expectations. I recommend having an agreement in place or get an agreement notarized. If you have a contract, if your business have lawyers, things like that, definitely do the legal route. But let's say like for a lot of businesses don't really have a legal team more so behind them. So what I will say is if you are going to give certain things away, definitely make sure that you can trust the person that you're giving it away for. Or giving it away to. And then also if you are going to give away free products, a lot of the time these brand ambassadors, Instagram models, Facebook influencers, things like that, or even YouTube influencers, it comes with a price. So not only are you going to send this product to them, but you're also going to send them money to then further review your product. So with that being said, whenever I have done things of such, I send them the product and I send them 50% of the payment. I never give them every single thing all at one time, just because a lot of people can just block you, can go ghost, things like that. So you definitely are playing a gamble when it does come to sending away free products, but a lot of the times it can help your business depending on the type of influencer that you do pick. So just take your time with that in picking out the correct promoter, basically. But from that question that Monster T did ask, I personally just prefer to post promote. And if you guys have been watching my videos, I talk about post promotion a lot. Post promotion is everything to me. When it does come to post promotion, all you have to do is literally send them a flyer, send them a video snippet. When I say them, I'm saying like an influencer or someone with like a high volume of following and things like that. Send them a product, send them the flyer, image, picture, video, whatever you're going to send them with a caption. They post it on their page and you are done. That is literally it. And of course you then have to pay them to promote that on their page. But I'd rather go down that route instead of having to hound someone about posting on time, posting the correct caption for an extensive period of time. But I hope that answered your question. Foamy TV, thanks for subscribing. How much do you suggest making before you coach others? That is an interesting question. But what I will say about that, like let's say you want to coach others. Maybe you've been through a lot with your business where you want to mentor others or give others advice and things like that. So I recommend having your ducks in a row. If you do want to become a coach or a strategist or things like that, you have to know what you're talking about, and you have to put that footwork in to make sure that you are giving valuable information to others, because these people are going to implement your advice and the things that you're saying into their business. So I would definitely say if you are going to consider being a business coach, definitely make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. You want to help others, and that you genuinely have put the time into learning the information on your own. Because when you're a business coach, it's similar to like being a teacher. You just don't become a teacher overnight. You literally have to go through courses yourself, have a mentor yourself, sign up for webinars yourself, get advice, go through seminars and walkthroughs and things like that, and have check-ins with mentors and things like that. So definitely make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, and make sure that you have correct information. Jay Leo, you asked, when you say you use Instagram, are you referring to influencer marketing or actual running ads? I'm referring to both. Market on Instagram, and then also connect and network with influencers on Instagram. Both options won't hurt you. Honestly, both of them are paid options. But when I also say use Instagram, you can also use Instagram in a free light. And that's exactly how I was explaining in the beginning with posting, hashtags, networking, cross-promotion, things like that. So you can use it in a free form or in a paid form, but just know if you use it more so in a paid form, you're going to get a bigger reach. Danisha asks, how does dropshipping work? I'll give you, okay. So for this question, I'll make it in easier form. or a quick form is of me like speaking on it. So drop shipping is basically a service used to fulfill all of your orders. So let's say you are a business owner and you want to have a company, but you don't want to have any inventory on hand, and you don't necessarily want to fulfill any of your orders. You basically pay a program, a service, an agency to handle that for you. It of course comes with a price and a price tag on it, but ultimately they just fulfill all of your orders. But any other thing else pertaining to your business, the behind the scenes stuff, your websites, your pricing, your marketing, things like that, you as the owner is responsible for that. As far as getting everything legalized, registration, that is still your responsibility. Dropship company literally just fulfills all of your orders, and a dropship company is not responsible for the success of your business. So if you, what you don't put into your business, you won't get out of your business. But like I said, drop shipping is not meant for everyone, but if you utilize dropship in the correct way, it can benefit your business tremendously. And then of course you can then carry that on, and you may not need to drop ship anymore. You can literally just do it all solo and ship out your own orders and have your own inventory and all of that stuff. How do you get a business account from the bank? It's literally so easy. You literally just go to the bank and open your account. Some of the stuff that I'm learning, oh, my leg's hurting. But what I notice is a lot of people think doing certain stuff is difficult just because you don't necessarily know how to do it. But when I say, for instance, going to the bank and opening up an account, it's literally that simple. The same way you would go to the bank and open you up an additional checking account is the same way you would go open up your business account. Just have your paperwork with you. So there's no particular way how to do it or anything. You literally just go up there, tell them, hey, I have a business, I want to open a business account. Or if you don't want to open a business account, you can always open up just a separate checking account under your name and handle everything through that particular account as well. Danisha asked, well, that's an old question. So she asked, how does dropshipping work? But I just explained it. It's literally a program that just fulfills all of your orders. We've got Frankfurt, Illinois in our chat. So hello, Anitra. Any good websites where I can, well, Nisa X is any good websites where I can get good packaging products for my extensions, something cute and creative. Well, when you say packaging, are you referring to more so like box packaging, or are you just referring to more so the extra, I call it the extra packaging, like your hang tags, your stickers, things like that? Because for the stickers and all of that stuff, what is the name of it? God, hold on. Let's see if it's right here, because I have tons of stuff right here, just so I can get the exact name for you guys. But there's tons of packaging places where you can get amazing packaging. You can go to Gifts International. They're really good, and they sell more so bags, like organza bags, things like that. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now, but there's tons of them. No, I don't have it in front of me. But Gifts International is a good one. Paper Mart is a good one. Things like that. But if you Google branding and things like that, I'm sure something will definitely pop up for you. Gabby asks, can I get an EIN number without registering her business, because PayPal requires a business EIN number? Yes, you can. You can apply for an EIN number, and that's technically not registration. You can literally get it free. So yes, that's definitely possible. Photoshop for beginners advice. Something that you guys may not know, everything Allure96 and IMANIJELENA.co is what I have created on my own. All of my graphics. The only thing that I didn't create is my logos. I did not create this IMANIJELENA logo, nor did I create Allure96 logo. But anything else was work that I did on my own. So graphics that you see, things like that, was my doing on Photoshop. Photoshop is a software that you can use. It is a very advanced software for you to use as far as like editing your pictures and things like that. But it is super useful. What I will say about Photoshop for beginner advice is use YouTube. YouTube will get you through any and everything. If you can't YouTube it, Google it. But YouTube definitely helped me as far as the basics with Photoshop go. And then as my creative juices started flowing and all of that stuff, that's when I then went ahead and you know, learn more and just furthered my knowledge on the functions of Photoshop. But definitely, if you are looking for Photoshop friendly stuff, go ahead and YouTube it, because that is how I learned how to utilize Photoshop as well. What is your marketing strategy in depth using Instagram? So when you are using Instagram, you want to be well, there's a few key components. You want to be consistent. You want to utilize your hashtags, and you also want to utilize your stories. That is the basics of Instagram. The thing is, a lot of people don't necessarily want to be in everyone's face all the time. So a lot of people could think, oh, if I post 3 times a day, or if I post 2 to 4 times a day, people are going to get tired of me and want to unfollow you. If that's the case, let them unfollow you. Your job as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, is to not really care what others have to say. So you literally want to do what you have to do to increase your engagement and all of that stuff. So when it does come to marketing, if you are selling a product or a service, you need to promote it. To get more awareness about your business, you have to promote through Instagram. You have to do your cross promotion, your post promotion, things like that. But when it does come to marketing on Instagram, it's very simple. It's just being consistent. If you guys are familiar with my page, you know about the in your face effect. Literally be in everyone's face all the time, literally. So because people will forget about you. There's a billion posts on Instagram on a daily basis, and people forget, unfortunately. Once something else pops up, they forget about you. So you definitely want to just stay as relevant as possible on Instagram. And I can guarantee you that will increase your following. Another thing, your hashtags. I'm over the hashtag virgin hair, hashtag Brazilian hair, hashtag frontal. Those hashtags aren't going to get you anywhere. And I'm going to be honest. They're not going to get you anywhere. When you are using hashtags, you want to be as direct as possible about the people who you want to see your post. So if you are in big cities or aren't in big cities, for instance, I'm in Chicago. So I would say, I'm a hashtag Chicago hairstylist, hashtag Chicago makeup artist, hashtag Chicago hairdresser, hashtag Chicago black ink, like things like that. I would put things like that in my hashtags, because I personally know when people are searching these specific hashtags, they're searching these specific hashtags to find specific products, specific people, specific services that they are interested in. And a lot of the time, if someone posts something like, if they're searching for a Chicago makeup artist, they're searching for someone to do their makeup, which means they're into beauty, which means they're interested in spending money. So that means that if my post happens to come up and they see like, oh, this fits something that they're looking for or catches their eye, things like that, they'll then come to my page and then follow me, and so forth. So you want to be very direct when you are using your hashtags, okay? Miss Layla J asks, how do I address the customer service part of business? Like if a customer needs to call in about a product, are there any third parties that can handle that for you? Miss Layla J, unfortunately, that is the territory that comes with a business owner. Now, there's many businesses out there that don't necessarily have phone support. Phone support was something that I was very serious about bringing to Allure 96, because when people spend large lump sums of money, if something happens with the checkout process, with their order, it's not getting there soon enough, they want to speak to someone directly. Just like with a payment processor, if you have PayPal, Stripe, Cash App, if something happens with your funds, you want to be able to contact someone so they can ease your brain and explain to you what's going on with your money, with your product, with your order, with tracking, all of that stuff. So I strongly recommend having a business phone. And for instance, if you have a business phone and you have a customer service number, things like that, have that phone on for only a certain amount of time a day. If you are a mom, if you have a 9 to 5, and you don't necessarily have too much time in a day to literally answer phone calls all day, set it up to a point where your phone support hours are only between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. You have to literally do what you have to do. And also allow email support. A lot of companies do not have phone support. Everything is done through just email based. So if you can't have like a phone support, definitely go ahead and have email support and answer those emails accordingly. If you guys have emailed any of my emails, because I feel like I have 1,000 of them, but if you guys have emailed any of them, you guys, once an email gets sent, you guys get sent an email saying that like, hey, someone will be reaching out to you soon about X, Y, and Z. Set that up as well. Set up automated emails for people who have questions and things like that. But customer service support is essential. You always want to make sure your customers have a smooth customer experience, because you want them to come back. You want them to know that like, hey, I trust this company with my money. And if I trust them with my money, I'll trust them again with a future order or another order, or I'll spend more money with them. So customer service is very, very important. So I would not try to push that on a third-party company, on a third-party agency, because no one's going to cater to your business the way you cater to it, or a way that you are paying, you know, your employees to cater to your business. Or even if you have interns, if you have interns catering to your business. So think about that, but it is very essential. Sheree Nicole asks, when testing samples, how many bundles should I buy and what curl pattern? When you are testing bundles, I recommend you buy, okay, there's two ways to test. If you are going to test hair, the first initial test, I recommend ordering one bundle. And the reason I say one bundle is because this bundle is going to be the bundle that you are going to screw over. This bundle is going to be the bundle that you're going to be the hardest on, just to see if this is a company that you do want to work with or mess with or affiliate with and things like that. So the first initial purchase from a vendor is going to be one particular bundle, and then once you receive that bundle, you're then going to do your wash test, burn test. You know, everyone does different tests for their hair, but you're going to test it. And then if the hair withstands the tests, multiple tests that you're putting it through, then I would say go ahead and purchase a full head's worth of hair. And then of course you rock that hair for a duration of period, or you have someone close to you rock it for a duration of period, and then that's how you would figure out if, hey, this is a company that you want to work with. Now, that's just the hair itself. Of course, you have to go behind the scenes and communicate with your vendors, make sure they have good communication, all of that stuff. But as far as testing out the hair, that is the way that I do it, and that is the way that I recommend for you guys to do it. I am losing comments. Hold on. Cammy Marie. Hey, Cammy. I remember some of these, but hey, Cammy. She said, hey, Imani, any tips on an affordable office setup? Yes. I recommend, a lot of people sleep on certain stores, but I'm going to be honest, the dollar store has so many knickknacks, basically. So when you say office setup, it all depends on the vision that you're going for, things like that, because I would show you my office right now, but it's paper everywhere and things like that because I have a lot of organizing to do for tonight. But it's literally, you can find you a nice, affordable desk. You can get files and things like that to file all of your paperwork. And of course, when you go to the not a drugstore, but if you go to your like Dollar Trees and Dollar Generals and things like that, dollar stores, they have tons of like organization folders for you guys that would definitely help with the setup of your office. But then of course, as far as furniture goes, that's when you'd have to spend a coin to definitely set it up the way you would want to. But as far as organizing everything and getting your essentials that you necessarily need, you can go the cheaper route by going to like Walmart, getting a desk, Target, getting a desk, and then just file cabinets from Walmart, and then of course like different files from the Dollar Tree and Dollar Store and all of that stuff. J Beauty asks how to pick out a loyal hair vendor. Some ways that you can pick out a loyal hair vendor is communication. If they cannot directly and effectively and efficiently and properly communicate with you, 9 times out of 10, you do not want to fool with them. So it all starts with the communication process, because a lot of the times we're doing business with people overseas, far from us. Can't just walk to them or drive to them. So it's very essential that you can communicate with them. And if they can answer your questions thoroughly, that's a good sign. If they meet your requirements as far as like your shipping needs, all of that good stuff, how they're shipping hair, how they're making hair, and so forth, that's a great thing. And then of course that's when it comes to the product. If they have a good product, you can figure it out by doing wash tests. You can wear the hair or the product for a certain duration of time, things like that. But the things that I really want you guys to focus on when you are looking for a vendor is communication is key, and the product is key. So you definitely want to make sure as a whole they give you exactly what you're expecting, and you don't go for any less, okay? Christina Malone said, if you have an overseas vendor, how do you work around their holidays so there is no delays in your business? So Christina Malone, I'm assuming you're referring to the concept as you kind of order from them as you need to. You don't necessarily have a large stock available, because the easy answer to that is purchasing enough inventory that'll get you through their holiday peak time or their holiday season, because they have a lot of holidays, and their holidays are extensive. Some of their holidays are like 2 weeks, a week and a half, 2.5 weeks. So they get a little crazy. So the easy answer would be, if you can, pay for extra inventory to just get you through that period. But for instance, if you can't, which is okay as well, a smooth way to do it would be if you go to your website and say like, hey, any orders ordered between the 10th and the 21st will all be shipped out on the 28th. Like you just basically have to make it sound good. So the easy way, like I said, ordering it, and the way to kind of get around that is be upfront with your customers. Because if your customers place an order and they're expecting their hair to be here on a specific day and it's not there, that's gonna bring fire to your business, and that's not something that you're gonna want to deal with. So be upfront, let them know like, hey, any orders placed on this day will not get sent out until this day, and then you give them the option if they still want to move forward with that purchase. Now that could cut sales a little bit, but you'd rather be open and honest than your customers feel like they're betrayed, they're opening disputes, you're calling banks, you're dealing with horrible emails and trying to make a dissatisfied customer satisfied. So just be upfront and just let them know. I am Ebony Lotus asks, was there any reason you used 96 as part of your hair brand name, or was it just catchy to you? Funny story. With Allure 96, Allure 96 was never supposed to be hair. I was never supposed to be selling hair. Allure 96, the original name of Allure 96 was Allure Visuals. And that was because instead of selling hair, I was more so interested at the time of selling accessories and selling sunglasses and things like that. That was what I wanted to do at the time. But after dealing with those vendors and after doing it for a second, I realized that wasn't something that I wanted to do. I wasn't interested in doing it anymore. So that's when I was like, nah, I don't want to do it. And that's when I was just like, hey, I'm going to start selling hair. But of course, Allure Visuals made absolutely no sense with hair, in my opinion. So I remember I was at home. Well, I was at my mom's house actually, and we were talking, and she was like, why don't, since you're gonna have this hair company, why not just change Allure Visuals to, I don't know, Allure 96? And I was just like, what? That's weird. It's a number. No one has like numbers in their names and things like that. So I was just like, nah, like I'm not feeling that. So I went home, I slept on it, I started writing it down, seeing if it looked good on paper, things like that. And then I was just like, let's do it. And if you guys don't know, my birthday is March 11th, 1996. So the 96 symbolizes the birth of me, basically, or the year that I was birthed and things like that. So that is the little behind the scenes story of how I did get that particular name. I hated it at first, but then after a while it was just catchy and it grew on me. Miss Mahogany 789, she said, hey Miss Imani, I'm so excited to do business with you this year. I need the works. That is awesome. I'm excited to do business with all of you guys. So if you guys are interested in doing business with me, head over to IMANIJELENA.co and check out the website, see what you're interested in. And here's a little sneak peek, or I guess it's a sneak peek. But tomorrow I will be releasing a free, let me get the exact name for you guys. But I will be releasing a free workbook for you guys, for all of my girls or guys out there that want to start a hair company. So look out for your emails tomorrow, and make sure you're signed up to my newsletter tomorrow. Make sure you're signed up to my newsletter on IMANIJELENA.co so you can redeem your free business plan workbook, okay? Okay, so I don't know what's going on in the comment section because I'm like not that far down, but please don't be rude. If you don't want to be here, you can click out this video. To whomever is being disrespectful or whatever the situation is. And if you guys feel someone is being disrespectful, let me know. I'm looking on both screens, but let me know and I will easily just block them. Okay, I lost my spot, but I'm going to go ahead and answer a few more questions for you guys. But while we are in here, I hope all 61 of y'all in here has the tickets to my webinar. It will be January 20th. I'll be helping with the prices, all of that stuff, because I'm going to be honest, there's no point in having a business if you're not going to profit the way you want to profit. And when I tell you I have the answer for you guys, I legit have the answers for you guys, okay? So make sure you're there. If you're not there, get your tickets. You still have time. Definitely still have time, okay? But let's get back on topic. We're just going to start at Monster T. She said, yes, you answered all of my questions and you literally said everything I've been going through with some influencers. Thank you so much. I will do my research. That is awesome. I'm glad I helped you. Something that I will say is, and I'm just going to throw this in here, is if you have a business and you are dealing with disputes and things like that, or if you have yet to deal with any disputes are going to happen. And what I recommend is if someone has multiple failed attempts while trying to place an order because your payment processors will let you know how many times a person tried to place an order. Don't go through with the order, okay? Recently, I just had a purchase, and I think it was for one of my platinum wigs, and the total was like maybe 500 and some odd dollars. And of course, when you guys place orders with me through Allure 96, not IMANIJELENA, there is a 2 to 4 day processing time. And that is the reason there is a 2 to 4 day processing time is due to the fact that I personally want payments to 100% clear before I send out products, because I've had interesting time as far as disputes, dealing with fraudulent payments, things like that. So definitely make sure that if you notice like someone's placing an order from here but their billing address is elsewhere, just go ahead, cancel the order, refund the money, because it sucks when you send out a product and then you then have to come back and send out a refund for such and such, and it's just a handful and a hassle. So definitely make sure you're doing your research with disputes, and I just wanted to tell you guys that in case any of you are going through that stuff. So someone asks, what was the price range that you started with your influencer promo, and what was their IG following? Okay, so the price I started with, so this is going to be the first person that I sent product to and then wanted them to review it. So the agreement was a 30-day agreement, and she had about 150,000 followers. I think it was like a odd number, like 157,000, but we're just gonna say 150,000. She had 150,000 followers, and we came to an agreement where I was going to send her 3 bundles of assorted lengths, and then I sent her I believe the payment was $175 or something like that. So basically what I did was I sent her the product, and then I sent her half of the payment. So that's how it was. My first one was $150, and then of course I sent her the merchandise, which was about maybe like $180. So in total, if you add those numbers up, that's what the actual total was to get everything taken care of. So it wasn't too expensive. Have I ever considered affiliate marketing? Yes, I have considered it. I have yet to do it, but I definitely, hold on. But I definitely have done it. Okay, there we go. But I definitely have done it. But I don't know. I'll probably be doing it more in the future. I'm not too sure yet. Okay, so Terrellyn Lucas said, when purchasing the Platinum Dropship plan with you, and we want custom packaging, do we have to send you a photo of how we want our orders packaged, or do you just detail it through email? It is up to you. Allure 96 offers phone support. So if you feel as though you can get a better understanding through talking directly to someone, do it that route. But if you feel like you can thoroughly explain everything through email, explain how you want your packaging to be. Our goal is to package your products exactly how you want them particularly packaged. So typically if someone asks like, hey, can I see my orders before you send them out? Definitely. I usually have a 3 minimum, like back to back, but if you want to make sure everything is going out efficiently, orderly, how you want it, things like that, just ask. And we're definitely available to accommodate to your needs. So that is always an option. Hello, Adele. Any tips on a college student with no startup money? Yes, utilize your free sources. If you want to start a hair company, you can start a hair company with no money. Granted, that is not the easiest way to do it, but you can. And if you wanted to start it with legit no money, make you a free logo. Go to Canva and make you a free logo. Go to Photoshop, make you a free logo. There's a lot of Google sites that offer free logos and things like that. So you can do it that route. And then, of course, finding a vendor. And sorry, guys, I'm trying to read comments and talk. Okay, let me stop. And then you can, of course, find a vendor. And if that vendor offers no minimum order, you can order it as you need it. You can literally place orders as you particularly need them. And that is a way that you can start out for free, getting a free logo, getting a free website. You can do Big Cartel. Big Cartel offers inexpensive websites. So if you want to pay $10, it's either $10 or $14 a month. You can do it through Big Cartel. You can get a Wix website. So there's many options out there for you to do, well, for you to utilize on a more inexpensive route. You just literally have to find them. But if you don't have any startup money, utilize your free sources because they are out there for you. You need to have a coaching call with me, okay? So if any of you guys definitely want to have a coaching call with me, head over to IMANIJELENA.co and book a coaching session. And we can move forward through that route. So Danielle Boucha, she asks, do I suggest drop shipping or wholesale? Some customers want to sell the actual hair instead of stock photos. And I want to clear something up. When you have a drop shipping company, you don't just settle with drop ship stock images. That is just the starter process. When you have a drop ship when you're working with a drop ship company and you don't necessarily have the product on hand to take pictures of the product, you order bundles and have photo shoots like any other normal hair company. And that's the thing that I feel as though people lack when it does come to a drop ship service, because they expect the drop ship program to take care of everything. That is not the case. Drop ship literally just get your orders, fulfill them for you, send you your tracking information, and move on to the next order. That is literally it. It is your job to still have those images, still take personal images, still have maybe 2 or 3 bundles on hand in case someone locally just wants to run their fingers through the hair, or you can send out samples, things like that. So I don't necessarily recommend stock images long term. That's just to get a few pictures on your Instagram going, and then it's up to you to have a photo shoot or to order bundles yourself to do so. Now, I do understand that there's a lot of, I'm not going to say a lot, but there's a few drop shipping companies out there that will not let you order hair for yourself, which I don't understand. But with Allure 96, I definitely made it so that if you want bundles sent to your house instead of having them sent to your client's house, that is always an option. You, as the owner, get to utilize those discounted prices as well, so that you can rock those prices, so you can have a few bundles on hand, so that you can take pictures and all of that for your company. Okay, so moving on. So Adele said, when starting a hair company, when I first launched, do I just put up the website and just see if they order, or just start promoting as soon as possible? Adele, this is a great question, okay? I'm going to be super blunt with you guys, okay? When you originally open a company, nobody is checking for you. Nobody is genuinely interested in what you have to sell. I'm going to be honest. No one is like, hey, I have to order this particular product. Nobody. Because in customers' eyes, this is just another hair company. This is just another cosmetic line. This is just another graphic designer. A lot of people don't see what you see in your business right away. So it is up to you to go get those customers. So if you make a website, you order all these products, all this inventory, all this branding, all of that, and you just sit back and expect people to come to your business, you're going to be waiting a very long time. A very long time. As a business owner and as an entrepreneur, it's up to you to go get those customers. It's up to you to hand out those flyers. It's up to you to promo with people, create awareness about your brand and things of such. So never just sit back. Sitting back isn't going to do anything. It took me 6 weeks to get a sale. If I wouldn't have screwed my head on and just continued to wait on a sale, I'm sure I would not be sitting here speaking with you guys right now. I would have stopped what I was doing and moved on to the next business venture that I thought. But it comes a point where you have to go get those sales. You have to go, it might get annoying, but you have to get on Instagram and DM people and tell them about your new product. Granted, some people might not latch on at first, but it's something that you do to create that awareness about your business, okay? The more you wait, the longer it's going to take, and 9 times out of 10, you might end up quitting your business or stopping and moving on to something else. But sitting back and waiting is not going to help anything. It's not going to benefit you. It's a waste of time, okay? So yes, I do recommend promoting as soon as possible. If you can create this super buzz about, like if you're about to launch your business and you create this super amazing buzz, that is amazing. If you create like a countdown buzz to the launch date and things like that and get people hyped about your business, you have a better chance of getting sales versus someone who creates a website, orders these products, and just hope someone visits their website that day. It's not gonna work, okay? So Adele, I definitely want you to promote, and get that awareness out there for your brand. God's Child, she asked, where do I get labels for my bundles? Now, my first answer is going to be through me. I have a company, Allure96, of course, and we supply bundle wraps and hang tags. Those are the only 2 decorative options that we offer. So I would say come to me, of course. But I'm sure if you Google it, you can find 1,000 different owners or businesses that offer these offer labels as well, okay? Hold on. You guys are asking a lot of questions, so I'm definitely trying to go through them, okay? Some people are weird. Like, I personally feel like some people that are in here just found this live and just decided to say any off-the-wall stuff. So let me go ahead and block you, and then we can move on. You are so welcome, God's Child, for the information. My boyfriend is in here, so hello and thank you, babe. Bernice asks, how do I get tickets? If you want a ticket to my webinar, go ahead, head over to IMANIJELENA.co and order it right then and there. And literally just get your ticket. Or if you actually go to the description box below, you can also find a ticket as well. You can also purchase tickets there as well. What is the best way to gain clientele? That's what Amber Lewis asked. The best way to gain clientele is being in their face and promoting your business. Literally, promotion and marketing is the key to everything. And I'm going to be honest. The more promotion you put behind your business, the better your business is going to be. But we are everyday people, you know? So sometimes you can't invest $5,000 into your business right now. So it's definitely all about utilizing the sources that you can. So to gain clientele, utilize your social media accounts, utilize your Instagrams, your Facebooks, LinkedIn, Pinterest, all of that stuff to just get that awareness out there for your business. Yes, Adele, this link will be saved. Miss Finesse said, any tips on college students wanting to invest but lack startup funds? Yes, I actually just answered that question. So I want you to go back a little bit to hear my response to that. I'm trying to start a hair business, and I have already created my website through Big Cartel, but I'm nervous about launching. Can you please give me some advice? Don't be nervous. As long as you literally have all of your ducks in a row, you shouldn't have an issue. Um, but the thing is not sitting and waiting for that customer and things like that. So what I would recommend you start promoting with Instagram and Facebook, and you can start with a low budget as of 20 bucks, $25. And I believe with like $25, you can reach maybe like 6,000 impressions or something like that. So start with something low like that and just work your way up. But don't be nervous. There's nothing to be nervous about, especially if this is something that you genuinely care about, okay? Marilyn said, hi, I would like to start a hair business, but I check Alibaba and so expensive. Any advice? And any advice? Yes. Never go with Alibaba. I'm sorry. I genuinely hate AliExpress and Alibaba vendors. I don't like them. And the reason I don't like them is due to the fact that when you have a company, you want your company to be exclusive as possible. If anyone can literally just go to your vendor and purchase hair, that's an issue. So I don't necessarily fool around with too many AliExpress or Alibaba vendors. For one, that is a main reason why I started my company, because I got tired of ordering trash hair from AliExpress. Definitely recommend Googling vendors, finding more so exclusive vendors, hashtagging vendors on Instagram. I can guarantee you every hair vendor is on Instagram right now. So literally, if you hashtag Chinese hair vendor, Brazilian hair vendor, you will find an exclusive vendor that has a great product, okay? Carolyn Lucas said, I ordered a sample kit from you Sunday, and it shipped today. I look forward to doing business with you. I look forward to doing business with you as well. I would like to start drop shipping with your company. However, I can't afford the platinum package right now. The packages that are available on allure96.com for drop shipping and even wholesale, there's multiple packages for a reason. I know everyone can't afford a $600 package or an $800 package. But if you cannot afford an $800 or $6 packaging, that's why there's monthly packages as low as $25.99. Something that is affordable. And then, of course, the middle package and the most popular package, which is $49.99. So if you cannot afford the yearly package, and of course the yearly packages come with branding, it comes with websites, that is why it's is much more expensive, because you get so much with that one. Those platinum packages and the deluxe package that are available on Allure 96, that is a all-in-one package. You get your website built, you get bundles on hand, you get 3 to 6 bundles on hand that you can just have on hand to take pictures with, to install in your head, and then you're paying for a yearly subscription. So if that is not your budget right now, go ahead and figure out which smaller plan you would want, whether it's $25.99 monthly or if it's $49.99 monthly. So utilize those options, because they are there, because I totally understand everyone doesn't have it right now. But that's why there are smaller options out there for you guys, okay? Lavina, send me an email right now and subject it urgent, okay? And I will answer that as soon as I'm done with this live. But you have to subject it urgent, okay? And I will figure it out for you. Demi asks, would I recommend an overseas vendor versus a U.S. vendor based on wholesale prices? Yes. Anything in the U.S. is expensive. I'm going to be honest. It's expensive. But if you can find a direct source, it is going to save you a little more money than directly coming to a U.S. vendor. Because the U.S. is so expensive. So you have to think about it. U.S. vendors have to charge a little bit more because the cost of living is out the roof. Dun, dun, dun. Miss Mahogany, thank you so much. She said, your knowledge is powerful. Have a safe night. You too. Destine Super said, what is the average cost of a photo shoot? I have a question. I have a pre-recorded video, a video that I pre-recorded all about photo shoots. And I recorded this last week, I think. But I didn't put it up there because I was like, maybe they're not too interested in this. But if you guys give me enough yeses, I will drop that video tomorrow. And it basically has everything about photo shoots, from the cost to the theme of it, to all of that. So if you guys are genuinely interested in photo shoots, just say yes, 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 yes. And then I will go ahead and drop that video for you guys, because it's literally just sitting in my computer right now, okay? Teresa. Yes, okay, I will post it tomorrow. I'm going to edit it tonight, and it'll be up tomorrow for you guys. And it has a lot of information in it. I just didn't know if you guys wanted it, basically. So Teresa said, how do you do a photo shoot without losing products? Example, the models are wearing the bundles and wigs. In that case, we can sell the wigs since they wore it. Do you have to work around? So basically she's asking, how do you not lose products? Because you have to install the wigs and you have to install the bundles. And I actually talk about this in that video, but I'm going to give you guys the short answer to that. Wigs, find you a hairstylist. And have them install the wigs on the models. And have them uninstall the wigs on the models after the shoot. So the thing is, you don't want them to use any bold hold cream, adhesive. You don't want them to like legit put the front or the wigs directly to on the models to the point that they could not get it off their heads. You want them to use maybe like the bands and things like that, so that they can just slide the hair on. You take your images and slide it right off, and then this is a product that you can then resell. And you would resell that product as a custom product, okay? Because of course the lace would be cut on it and it wouldn't be a super fresh product. So you might want to decrease on that particular product, but you would still make profit off that versus giving your models the hair. Now, you can also do it to a point where a lot of the times, like I said, no one does anything for free. It's a cost to every single thing, unless you have maybe family members or good friends that want to, you know, do a good deed and, you know, be a model for free. But a lot of the times that can be your payment source for the model. So you can then pay them in hair technically. So I'll go into you guys would hear more in depth about that tomorrow, okay? Yes, Lavina has been a subscriber for a while because she said, basically, your brand is your baby and you got to let it grow. And I've been saying that from the very beginning, okay? You get blocked. You get blocked. Everybody gets blocked, okay? People are weird. Okay. Yes, Rashia said a U.S. vendor would be a middleman, which is technically true. So she said, now that I see that you create the website and social media site for the price you have, do I still have to create my logo first? Yes. If you're specifically talking about the dropship memberships, the $600 one and the $800 one, the websites are included. The only thing that you have to do as the business owner is legit get your logo. Send your logo in, and then we handle it from there. Yes, I blocked him because he was being extra weird. How do some people find me? Yes, Terrelyn said there's some bomb hair vendors on Instagram, so utilize them, guys. Kenya said, do you provide hair samples for your drop ship program. No. Dropship, those are separate. So if you do want a samples pieces of hair, you would have to make that separate transaction and make that order. And if you guys don't know, I do sell samples. Samples are $35. I have to think about it. I have so many prices in my head. You guys can't see it, but there's prices all over this wall. It's nuts. But samples are $35, and then of course you pay for your shipping. I recommend trademarking it, yes. What if I don't want to do the drop shipping and I just do it myself? Could I still use the $300 website and social media sites and send my logo to you? Yes, if you guys want, like if you guys genuinely like how IMANIJELENA.co is set up and you genuinely like the style of Allure96.com and you want a website, I offer website services on IMANIJELENA.co. All you do is place your order, and then as soon as you place your order, you get a confirmation download, and then you download the instructions on how to get all that information to you, to me. So yes, I do create websites if you guys are just interested in more so website services and website maintenance. Kenya said she doesn't see the sample option on my website. It is located in the Brazilian collection. So if you go to Allure 96, go to the Brazilian collection. It is the very first product, okay, on that page. All right, so this has been a long live, but I do want to do more of these with you guys. But yeah, so what I want you guys to do, if you have like any final questions, because I do want to answer at least 3 more questions for you guys. So if you do have any last questions, you may not, because I've answered a lot of stuff, go ahead and ask, and then I will answer my last final 3 questions. Like I said, the Profit Blueprint webinar is the 20th, so go get your ticket, okay? You guys will get so much you guys will get so much information within that webinar. Like I said, I have some more free options coming up as far as workbooks and all that stuff. So make sure you are subscribed to my newsletter at IMANIJELENA.co. And yeah, and follow me on Instagram too, because I'm very active on there as far as like engaging with you guys and all that stuff. So let's answer these last 3 comments. So hurry and ask, so that I can look. Okay. How do I get info about wholesale with you? All you have to do is go to Allure96.com, go to wholesale, the wholesale tab, and it'll explain everything. Or you can email info@Allure96, and I'll get that information sent right to you. What should I do? What should I do in my first year of business to have a successful longevity business? I recommend starting with a plan. Utilize pen and paper to your advantage, okay? A lot of the time people start business and just jump to the making money part, jump to the quitting their 9 to 5 instead of putting all the essentials they need into their business. So something that I will say, write up if you have to type up, or if you have to create like a dream board or something like that, but definitely make sure you have a plan for your business. Promotion is key, remember that, and you need to utilize your social media sites. You guys are probably tired of me talking about social media, but it is legit necessity, okay? Using social media is a necessity. So promote, send out newsletters. Newsletters are crucial for your business. So if you have a website, and if you have a website that's already launched and you're not sending out newsletters, something's wrong, okay? So definitely utilize your newsletters, your promo options, your Instagrams, all of that. And I can guarantee you, if you create a plan, you'll definitely have a longevity span as far as your business goes, okay? Because everything will be structured for you. What type of hair do I have in now? I have in a Lure 96. Of course, it's a Lure 96, but I have a 22, 24, and 26 in, 3 bundles, and then I just have a 4x4 closure. And that is literally it. And this is a wig, guys. This isn't even like sewn to my head. I'm literally gonna take it off as soon as I'm done with this video. But this wig that I created, so you guys see how much 3 bundles of hair gets you. It gets you a lot of hair, guys. A lot of hair, okay? And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even washed this hair yet. So, and I've been rocking it for a second, okay? And you can just see how amazing it is. No tangles, no nothing, okay? No shedding, none of that. Someone said that's a nice t-shirt. Thank you. Do I recommend Wix and Big Cartel? Have you ever used Shopify? I recommend Wix. Now, everyone has their speculations on Wix, but I personally like Wix. Wix has been amazing to me. If you guys don't know, both of my sites are ran off Wix accounts. Have I used Big Cartel? Yeah, in the very beginning, I had a Big Cartel account, the standard account, and it wasn't where my expectations for my business were. So I had to let that go. And then that's when I moved on to a better option, which was Wix for me. I've tried a Shopify account. Shopify is very difficult for me to navigate, and for me, because of course I create my own websites. So it's a very difficult platform for me to use. But some people have an amazing experience with Shopify. It's just me and Shopify have a love-hate relationship, that's all. Thank you so much, Godchild. She said, OMG, that's amazingly beautiful. But yes, I love you guys. I will see you guys in my next video. Hopefully we can do this live business every week, at least one time a week. So definitely sign up to my newsletters, because anytime that I will be having a live, I will announce it through newsletters on IMANIJELENA.com. But I wish all of you guys so much success in your business. If you guys need any mentorship or need more strategies on executing certain things for your brand and all of that stuff, definitely make sure you go ahead and set up a coaching call with me or somehow get in contact with me. But I love you guys, and you guys are amazing. So thank you guys so much, and I will be seeing you guys later. Bye.